Are you Nikolas Jacob Cruz?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. You are charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder. I have something very important to tell you. You're charged with some very serious crimes. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right at any time during this hearing, whatever you say can and will be used against you in the prosecution of this case. State, how would you like to proceed today? Are you seeking to hold the defendant no bond and a finding of proof evident, presumption great?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you may proceed.
Your Honor, the state's relying on the sworn affidavit that the court has been provided as to the 17 counts of first-degree murder and the contents of the sworn affidavit by detectives citing the actions of the defendant in going to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School on February 14th, 2018, with a premeditated design in that he went loaded with an AR-15 rifle. He had additional ammunition with him and shot 17 individuals who later died as a result of the gunshot wounds, and then he fled the scene. So the state is seeking a no bond hold on the defendant.
Okay, defense?
Your Honor, the defense has no arguments at this time and will defer until further court proceedings. We would formally invoke Mr. Cruz's right to remain silent, and that notification relates to any law enforcement agencies that are involved in this case, both at a state and federal level.
Okay, I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. Mr. Cruz filed in your case, and I find probable cause. I further find the proof of guilt to be evident or the presumption great. Therefore, Mr. Cruz, you're going to be held without bond until further order of the court. This order is without prejudice for you to file a motion to set bond with your assigned division judge and request a hearing under State v. Arthur. Does anybody know, has he been assigned a division judge yet?
Yes, he has, Your Honor. He's been assigned to Judge Shears.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Sir, you're going to be held no bond. Okay. All right, let's go back to, we have to wait for them to bring them back.
And there you had it, mere seconds of taking a look at the man who has been charged, facing 17 counts of premeditated murder about the school shooting that we were talking about 24 hours ago today. I'm Brooke Baldwin here live in Parkland, Florida. And let's just start with what we just saw. Paul Callan is one of our CNN legal analysts, and he joins me now live to just, Paul, I mean, that was mighty quick in front of that magistrate, being held without bond. Walk us through what we just saw.
Well, no surprises here. This is the first appearance in a murder case, and in a murder case, you appear first before this kind of a local magistrate who really focuses only on the issue of whether bail should be granted. And she analyzed really two things in looking at the case: whether there was probable cause that he committed the crime, and the prosecutor indicated there's a very strong showing of probable cause since they have witnesses that he shot 17 people, and that it was premeditated because of his use of the AR-15.
Shot and killed 17 people, shot many
right.
more people. I just want to be exact.
Yes, and you know, that's an interesting observation, Brooke, because I was surprised that the prosecutor only referred to the murder counts, which were 17. Yes, there are lots of other victims of the shooting. She indicated that because it's a charge of premeditated murder, that with a strong presumption of guilt, that no bond would be allowed. So that's it. And under Florida law, he'll appear in front of another judge who she mentioned at the end at a later date, and there'll be a determination as to whether there'll be a preliminary hearing where we'll see more evidence or whether this will just be a grand jury presentation.